How's it going, everybody? It's Mike from PC Classic Cars, back with another test drive video. Today we are in our white 1979 Pontiac Trans Am with the original 403, backed by a 3-speed automatic transmission. So again, we have a 79 Trans Am. This one has the numbers matching 403 in it. Runs really well, performs like a stock style Trans Am, backed by the turbo 350 3-speed automatic transmission that these would have came with, stock style rear end. You do have your standard power steering, and then this one is actually upgraded with a Wheelwood front disc brake, so it stops really well. The performance on it, it drives again like a stock Trans Am. It's reading 89,000 miles. I have no way to know if that's true or not, but I definitely believe it to be. Judging by the overall condition of the car, kind of front to back, the drivability of it, all signs point to it being a true 89,000 mile car. But again, I don't have any paperwork to 100% say that's true, just kind of judging by the overall condition and the backstory on the car. On your interior, you have your factory Carmine red interior. The center console has some stitching here. I believe the center console has been, or I know that it has been redone. The seats are nice, the door panels, the dash, all that stuff looks good. There's nothing really out of place on the interior. Headliner is nice. On the rear interior panels in the very, very back, kind of where you get in and out of the car, some of the paint is a little chipped off in the back there. You have your factory radio in the hull, and then you do actually have an aftermarket stereo in the glove box over there. Nice Pontiac mats, nice carpet. Gauges are all really easy to read. I will say the voltage gauge does read a little bit high. We've tested it outside of that gauge, and it's right in spec of where the voltage needs to be, but on the gauge it's reading a little bit hot. The gauges that are not working, or the items not working on this car, is the fuel gauge is pegged all the way over, probably going to need a sending unit. I did not diagnose as to why the fuel gauge is not working, but it is not functioning. It again is all the way pegged on the far right. Your other items not working on this one is it is a non-AC car, never had AC from the factory, but the heater core is there. It is actually a brand new heater core. The heat really only blows out of the defrost. The blend door on the back side of the dash to get the AC to come out on the side vents is not really functioning properly, but the heat does work well. It'll actually heat you out in here, but again, it is coming out of the defrost only. Your tach, your other gauges, your speedo, all that stuff's functioning properly, and then your horn does work. Temperature gauge is coming up good, right where we want it to be. Get on here a little bit. 403 runs real well. I'm not sure the motor's ever been out of the car. Again, that's kind of why I think the car is really an 89,000 mile car. It's just kind of original. That's had some cosmetic refreshes over time. That transmission again shifts like it should. Motor's got good power. The underneath is super clean and very original outside of the exhaust being replaced at some point. The passenger side front toe board right over there, there's a small little repair about the size of a donut. Like a little spot, probably the heater core was leaking at one point. They did like a little patch. But again, very solid. The rest of the floors, frame rails, inside the trunk, the drop downs. Again, a very solid car outside that one small little patch that doesn't bother me one bit. Exterior is a factory car, or is a factory white exterior. The white paint shows well. I like it with the red graphics. I don't know when it was repainted. Some smaller imperfections, some little stress cracks on the front and rear bumpers that these are notorious for. Nothing that's terrible, all just minor stuff. You can take it, drive the car like it sits, and be very, very proud of it. Take a look at my additional infos tab along with my virtual description. Both of those are going to be posted on my website, PC Classic Cars. You'll get some further information. You'll also see the PHS documentation that we do have for this car. All of that stuff will be on my website. Click on this vehicle, scroll below the photos, and you'll see all those other links that'll take you to some really, really good stuff. stops well with them wheel woods. As far as your glass goes, you have my preferred manual windows, manual locks. They do all work properly. Windows go down like they should. Back glass does have the rear defrost. Other than that light coming on, I do not know if the defrost works, but all of the lines on the back glass are all there, so my guess is the defrost will probably function properly, especially since that light's coming on. Windshield's clean. Couple little scuffs in the glass, just very, very minor, but nothing egregious or nothing terrible on any of the glass on the car. Suspension is all stock style equipment, performs great, no weird squeaks or rattles. It's a very tight driving car, what you'd expect an 89,000 mile car to drive like. Doesn't pull left, does not pull right. When you hit the brakes, it stops very true. And again, just an easy car to drive. The 18-inch US mag wheels, I think, give the car a really cool, aggressive look. Just kind of changes the stance a little bit, changes the appearance of just your standard Trans Am. I think the gray wheels with the white paint and the red bird and red interior, I just think it's a really cool look and just makes this Trans Am stand out a little bit more from just your factory Trans Am. Common issue on these cars is the doors not opening and closing properly. I've had first-hand experience with a lot of Trans Ams where you have to really slam the doors to get them to close. This one is not bad at all. The doors do open and close really well. When you lift up on the door, there's very minimal play, like it does not need door pins. A little aggressive pull there. That exhaust is not too terribly loud. It's actually on the quieter side of things for the exhaust. I would prefer it to be a little bit louder, but to each their own on that. I would say I prefer a quieter exhaust than one that's too crazy loud. If someone wanted to change it, you could put like an actual Flowmaster on this, and it would be a little bit louder. But right now it does sound good when you get in the throttle. Overall feel, it's a really good Trans Am. It's in a great price point. It's a little bit cheaper than my normal Trans Ams. Was able to get into this car at a better price bracket. Whoever's going to buy this is going to get a great car for the money. It's real solid. I like the color combo, and it's just an easy, fun car to drive that doesn't need a whole lot. And as always, I appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of my test drive videos. If there's ever anything else that y'all want to see, don't hesitate to reach out to us directly. Make sure you check out the other stuff on our website. We're doing virtual descriptions for every vehicle, along with our additional infos tab that we're going to continue doing for every single car. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next test drive video. Have a great rest of your day.